Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Your game is coming up next. But here's some information from the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
6 easy ways to become an MVP. And by MVP, we mean most valuable parent. Like all of us, the parents of high school athletes tend to protect their children from adversity, or they overly involve themselves by advocating for their success. But when they do, they're negating the value of participating in high school sports. Among other lessons, high school sports teach teenagers to take nothing for granted, how to overcome obstacles, and that an extraordinary commitment of time and effort is required in order to reach goals and experience achievement. High school sports also encourage independence and self-sufficiency, attributes that are needed to be successful in life. It's natural for parents to love their children, and it's important to support them in as many ways as possible. With this in mind, here are 6 easy ways that you can be the MVP of your child's high school team. Number 1, attend your children's games as often as possible. Nothing demonstrates interest and involvement more than being there. And be sure to invite Grandma and Grandpa to come along with you. Number 2, cheer for all the kids on the team, not just your own. Here's a test for you. Do you know all the players on your child's team? Could you say hello to them by their first name? Embracing the entire team is a great way to show that your interest is sincere. Number 3, be a resource for your child's team. Does a teammate need help with transportation? Is the team trying to raise money for new uniforms? Is someone needed to organize a pizza party before the tournament starts? Maybe you can help. Number 4, try not to criticize the coach or the officials in front of your child. Hey, you're human, and there may be times when you need to vent, but be careful when and to whom you do it. Criticizing the coaching staff undermines its credibility and tends to put your child in the middle. And games are seldom won or lost because of an official's call. Remember, coaches and officials are objective. Most parents are not. Empower your child to talk with the coach about concerns. Everybody wants more playing time, and understandably so. But encourage your children to have that conversation with their coaches instead of you doing it for them. Giving teenagers the confidence and conviction to speak up for themselves is one of the greatest benefits of participating in high school sports. Number 6, focus on the life lessons your children are learning, not on win-loss records or how many points they're scoring. According to the NC2A, only about 2% of all high school athletes win a sports scholarship, and the average value of it is less than $11,000. But every child will benefit from the lessons they've learned as a result of participating in high school sports for the rest of their lives. It's difficult being the parent of a high school athlete. There's far more emotion and social pressure involved than is ideal. But if you follow these 6 pointers, not only will your children love and respect you, but so will their teammates and coaches. And you might even be named MVP. Thank you for your support of high school athletics in Indiana. Stay tuned now. The Indiana SRN game is next. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Welcome Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, we have volleyball action here on Indiana SRN. We have got the Heritage Christian Eagles going against the Indianapolis Cardinal Ritter Raiders. We've got undefeated against 4-6. This is going to be a game where Cardinal Ritter is going to look to upset the defending champions in the Eagles. Now, we have got ourselves a heck of a matchup. We'll start here with the defending champions. They are currently sitting at 10-0 in league play, 2-0 in Circle City. Their conference contains Roncalli, Brebeuf, Chittard, Covenant, and Guerin, and they have 3-0 victories against Brebeuf and Covenant. 8 out of their 10 games are shutouts. They're averaging 12 kills per set. They have a 22% hitting percentage and a very strong senior presence. And then on the other end, we're looking for the upset with the Raiders. They are currently sitting at 4-6 in league play, 2-2 in Indiana Crossroads Conference, sitting 5th. They have Triton Central, Monrovia, Cascade Speedway, Lutheran, Cecina, and Beech Grove. They do have big wins over Beech Grove, Lutheran, and Decatur Central, all conference rivals, but the biggest one has been against Ben Davis at the start of the season. They're averaging 8 kills a set, 11% hitting percentage, and juniors Kelsey Wagner leads the team with 104 kills. Now that is going to lead me to my broadcast partner here tonight, the coach, the one and only Keith Myers. How are you today?
Hey, I'm doing really well. How are you?
I'm fantastic, excited to be here. So tell us a little bit, just right off the bat, like a little bit about what you think about this game here.
Well, I think Heritage Christian is probably one of the teams that we're going to see in November. I think because they're the defending state champions, I think they'll get there again. They're very good. They're experienced. Their front line is unbelievable, and this should be a very good test for Cardinal Ritter as well, though, to see how they can match up. Heritage Christian, of course, 2A, Cardinal Ritter in 3A. See how they match up. Cardinal Ritter does play in a pretty good tough conference, as you mentioned, and Triton Central is probably going to be the best team in that conference this year. But you cannot go too soft on these guys, so you got to come ready to play. You've sat through a freshman game. You won 2-0 in your freshman game. You sat through a JV game. You won 2-0 there. You came in early. So, they've been sitting now for almost 2 hours, as we have, to get ready to play. And you got to get off to a fast start. Before I throw it back to you, I want to say hello to one of our sponsors. Wes Snyder and the boys are in Arizona. They're watching it in their hotel room on their big screen TV. So, Wes, hello. Thank you very much. And, send those cards and letters to us. We're glad that you're catching on tonight.
Well, and that's exactly why we do it, is for, anybody and everybody to watch these games. Now, one of the things I do want to ask you, and this might be a simple question, but, of course, with Heritage Christian being 10-0, undefeated, and defending the state championship, and Cardinal Ritter, 4-6, who does have the advantage in this game, in your opinion?
Oh, no question about it. The defending state champion. I mean, Heritage Christian will go into a mindset. I've coached teams that have been undefeated and has been a defending state champions, and you tell your kids, you got a big target on your back.
Yes.
Everybody wants to beat you.
Yes.
So you need to be better than they are, and no one's going to beat you. And if you carry that out, you're going to be in great shape.
Well, and kind of like you said, Cardinal Ritter just came off of a game against Roncalli, and those are actually schools that are, 3A, a little bit bigger than what Heritage Christian has to deal with. So really, in retrospect, Cardinal Ritter could, Coach, potentially have a little bit of an unsung advantage here, playing bigger schools than what Heritage Christian does. And as you said, Cardinal Ritter does have a tough schedule in the 3A, in 3A volleyball. So, I mean, that could come into play. What should we look for early on from each team?
If you're Heritage Christian, you want to put this away without any doubt. So you want to go through this game. You want to hit. You want to set. You want to spike. You want to do whatever it takes to get ahead 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
Then you want to accomplish the 2-0. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, you want to finish it. If you're Cardinal Ritter, you're playing at home. Pretty impressive crowd on hand because of the virus that's going around. They sold out this gymnasium tonight, but if you look at the camera shot, you say, well, there's plenty of seats. Well, on this side there's plenty of seats, but they have limited seating. So you got your home crowd in front of you, and, a lot of people have come just to watch Heritage. I talked to a couple Ritter people today and says, we'll just come because, we want to see our team play, but we want to see the number one team in the state play in Indiana, and that's a great feat to do that in Marion County.
Well, and the thing is, if you're Cardinal Ritter, this is an opportunity that doesn't usually come up, as you get to play the defending state champions with that senior presence. And that leads me, to one of the last questions is, what are some players for each team that, I mean, we've got all the stats, but what are the players that really we should be watching for both teams?
For the Ritter, they have their 3 seniors, and then they have their juniors. So you look for your upperclassmen to be the leadership. For Heritage Christian, of course, you got Coben, you got Snyder.
Where do you start?
You got Meenan. I mean, you got them all. So where do you start? You start for the whole entire thing. Because one thing I do know about Heritage Christian, you stop one part of their game, the second part of the game will get you. Finesse, and I love their shirts. It says relentless, and they will play without a doubt of relentless here tonight.
Well, and one of the things about that goes without being said is Heritage Christians, it's almost an opposite day. It's like strong senior presence, leadership, experience versus, up and coming. And some of the best players for Cardinal Ritter are actually underclassmen. So this could be really exciting.
We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 160,000 participants here in Indiana who take part in high school sports.
Never miss a big game by downloading the IHSAA TV app for free on any device. For your iPhone or Apple TV, check the App Store. On your Android or Android TV device, load up the Google Play Store. Have a Roku or Amazon Fire Stick? We have the app for you. Check us out on Facebook Live, Twitter, or YouTube Live by searching for IHSAA TV. Or as always, click to IHSAATV.org for quick and easy access to your favorite IHSAA live and archived events.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
We are back here. Drake Wally, Keith Myers, Indiana SRN brings you Heritage Christian versus Cardinal Ritter. Volleyball 10-0 versus 4-6. And we've got the introductions here. And, Keith, I know that we've got, you've spoke with the coach a couple times from Heritage Christian. And just with the, no pun intended, but the heritage that this volleyball team has, the unrelenting, poise and desire to win, that's got to be impressive, especially with talking with the coach.
Well, the hardest thing that you could have is you had a team who went to the state finals and you only lost one player. That is a nightmare to have coming back to the second half of your second year of coaching. And all kidding aside, back in the day, it is a thrill to be able to have kids over and over and over again, and she is blessed to have a great team, and they know they are very good, but you cannot take anybody for granted. So you got to be set, ready to play, and you got to be strong with the ball, and you got to finish. If you look at the size difference between Heritage and Ritter,
it's the first thing you see, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, 6'2", 6'2", 6'1", 5'9", 5'8", 5'7".
Yeah.
It's kind of tough.
Yeah.
But, but what a privilege. And, I told our kids when we were underdogs many times, I told our kids, what a privilege to come into a gymnasium, play someone that's better than you to see how good you are. You can test yourself of where you are. So after tonight, win or lose tonight, there's a report card that you're going to be doing to make sure everything's going to be just fine for your team.
Well, and the thing is, that it goes back to what we said earlier. You can't take these. You can't take Cardinal Ritter lightly simply because, if you just want to point out one thing, they play they play bigger schools than what Heritage Christian does, and they play 3A schools, and they have a pretty tough conference. And 4 and 6 is not, they'd like for it to be at least over 500 or at, but 4 and 6 is not as bad as you can do, and they could potentially have a couple issues for Heritage Christian.
I will tell you this though, Drake, because Heritage Christian and the reputation they have had for many years. They play a lot of 4A schools. They play a lot of 3A. In fact, they're going up to a tournament this weekend where they're the smallest school going to that tournament. So there's some. Yeah, you're right about some of that, but some of this stuff. I mean, Heritage is just doggone good.
Well, then we're going to be
for a treat.
It's going to be exciting to see. Really, what I'm looking for is to see what Cardinal Ritter's response for serve receive is. Really how the defense is going to play. Generally, when you play, Keith, a team that's that much taller and has that size, what are you thinking defensively?
Don't hit to him. That's what you'd say. Don't hit to him.
We are about to get started here. Gracie Ledbetter about to kick it off. Not literally kick it off, but serve. And we are underway. Overhand serve. Ritter gets it knocked right back. And that's going to start us off. I believe that was number 11, Raven Colvin. And boy, she's got some serious skill.
Yeah, Colvin once again showing where she's going to go to school. The wall is already in effect, and it is amazing.
Here we go again. 1-0 Heritage. Set. And again, same exact result. And boy, there's where that height comes into play.
Yeah, Kinsey Myers did a nice job at 5'10". You got 5'10", 6'6'1". Tell me that's not impressive.
I'm only 5'9", so to me that's a skyscraper. Nice hit back, and that's going to go over the line, and that's going to be a point awarded to Heritage Christian.
Well, I noticed during pregame you had your 4 hot dogs, and one of the girls tried to take it from you, and she was like towering over you. You gave it to her.
I didn't want any problems to occur,
I understand. No question about it.
Ledbetter with a nice serve again. It's going to be a hit back. Wagner, who is the team leader in kills for Cardinal Ritter. Pass, and looks like we have a net violation. Point is going to get awarded to Cardinal Ritter. They had a hot 3-0 start. Ritter gets on the board.
You know what Ritter did that time? The ball was hit back, and they made that ball come back. That gives you some confidence.
There she goes again. It's going to be over the net. Pass, another pass, and here we go. Myers with oh no, it was just a little bit too far out, and Ritter is going to get a little bit of momentum here from some Heritage Christian errors.
For our listeners or our viewers who just turned into the game, if the ball hits the line, that is in.
Yep.
Of course, if it's out, it's out. And you got to watch the front play of Ritter as they will rotate here.
It's going to be a set, and holy cow, what power Colvin just put behind that kill, and that gives her 3 now. Just 3 of the first 4 points for Heritage Christian. Do you expect a big game from Colvin?
Oh, every game.
Every game's a big game from Colvin. Looks like we got Lily Snyder, 5'9" senior, on the serve. Nice return. Looks like we had a little bit of commotion at the front of the net. That's going to be point Heritage Christian. They're up to 5-2. We're going to get a serve from Lily Snyder.
Watch the rotation of the front row, Drake.
Overhand. Nice dig. It's going to be a pass. Over the net. Shebel. Wow.
I tell you what, when you set the ball that well, I used to have a setter. Her name was Cassie England.
Mm-hmm.
She used to set the ball just like that. My hitters loved her and would buy her Cokes when she got great sets. Lily's getting some Cokes tonight.
Now that right there is the equivalent in the NFL of a quarterback buying a Rolex for his lineman.
Yeah. Well, at a Christian school, that's all we could afford.
There you go. Nice blocking there from Heritage Christian. They've already got this up to 7-2, 5-point deficit. Can we get a response here from Cardinal Ritter? It is going to be a serve from Snyder. Pass. There it is to Presthoff. And they're just going to go ahead and get it over the net again. Oh, and that is going to be a point for Ritter. Nice kill there from Kelsey Wagner.
Both teams are forcing them to go the whole length of the floor tonight. Get it past the 10-foot mark. Make them pass the ball up.
Wagner right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the team leader in kills, and she is only a junior for Cardinal Ritter. Over the net, Libero, nice pass there.
Oh,
and it
nice.
is a beautiful, beautiful kill from Kenzie Myers. Just the elevation for some of these swings absolutely blows your mind. We're going to get one of the two Hickey sisters, Kendall Hickey, sophomore, number 7, with the serve. Nice save there from Presthoff. Pass. And here we go, and it's just going to be a little bit too low. Good attempt there from Elizabeth Phillips.
I like the setup that Lily passed it to Kendall, and Kendall set up Phillips and just right into the net. 8-4 if you're watching at home, the Heritage Eagles.
They're going to go ahead. They're staying in at only 4 down. But what do you do when Raven Colvin has a full head of steam? She can get all the vertical she needs and puts all the power behind it. Well, you can only hope.
And here's the other thing. Now she goes into the back row.
Yep.
This is where she was weak last year. She has improved her game. She's got a better I know what's going to happen. I'm going to give her a jinx. But she serves the ball much better this year. Yes, I knew that was going to happen.
Keith Myers effectively jinxing Raven Colvin.
Wes Snyder's going to call me right now and say, don't say that anymore.
Point to Cardinal Ritter, and it's a nice serve. Libero, Gracie Ledbetter's going to save him there. Set, nice tip, right over the net, but Heritage Christian responds. It's going to be Hickey getting it over. Set from Odier, and Heritage Christian standing strong. Nice kill there from Elizabeth Phillips. It's not just Raven Colvin, coach, that provides points for this team.
Yeah, 5'10", Phillips on the kill.
Outside hitter, Colvin playing the middle. And here we go. We have Maggie Ledbetter, Gracie's sister, with the serve here. It's going to be a little bit too much power.
Now, see, what I don't understand is why didn't Coach put that in play? I mean, it was hit right to her. Put the ball in play. Let's play some volleyball,
That's right.
Coach.
That's absolutely right.
Thank you.
A little bit of an error there from Morgan Schabel, who for Ritter actually is the second leader in kills.
Look at Phillips.
There's more defense. Good defense from Ritter there. There's a set.
Oh.
It's going to be an attempt there from Menon. And again, Schabel gets her kill received, or kill attempt, if you will. That's going to be a little bit too much.
They called a 2-hit on Phillips.
Well, and so far, I mean, if you're Ritter, it's been off some errors, but you got to like where you're at. You're only 5 down. Going to have a serve here, and that is Schabel, one of the best players on the team as an underclassman. That's going to be a point for Heritage Christian here, now doubling 12-6. It looks like we have a substitution here. Paige Hickey is going to replace Elizabeth Phillips, and she is going to start us off for the 19th point. Overhand serve. Good return. And Schabel with a beautiful kill. And she is only a junior. If you're Coach Triplett, you gotta like the fact that your juniors are, leading the team in points.
Well, she's in the same boat that Coach K was. She had all juniors last year. She's got a dominating junior ball club, and they can stay together, play during the summer. You got to remember, summer volleyball was almost nothing this year.
Yep. It was a whole lot of adjusting for both of these teams, and you got to give Heritage Christian credit, Coach. They stay 10-0 after not having the summer.
Yeah. Well, you can't play volleyball with Zoom.
Exactly.
You just can't play volleyball with Zoom.
Exactly.
I mean, I tried, and I broke my TV screen. So,
good serve there from Ledbetter. Set up from Presthoff, and that's going to be a little too much. Heritage Christian is going to get this point. Now, it goes without saying, though, if you're Ritter, you want to try to limit those turnovers because a lot of times, they're just continuing to add kind of to Heritage Christian's lead.
You call those unforced turnovers because they give the other team points, and you're exactly right. You want to try to eliminate that. Just like that, she could have had two choices. She could have either pumped, dig the ball up to get it over the net, but she tried to set the ball, and it just rolled off her hands.
Well, and that right there was just a little bit of miscommunication from Hunt and Norton. I'm going to look to improve on that. Nice pass, another pass, and it's just going to go right back to Wagner, team leader in kills. Holy cow, and it goes right back over the net from sheer momentum. Nice from Myers. It's going to be a pass here. And Ritter is just not mounting any sort of offense to be able to really spike the ball.
Got a net violation against Ritter.
Got some more errors here, and it looks like we are going to get a timeout. We will return. It is Heritage Christian versus Cardinal Ritter right here on Indiana SRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the Indiana SRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Our family has been very happy working with Wallflower Pictures.
Because they make sure that I get the acting skills that I need in this industry and the education that I need.
Wallflower Pictures supports UV's journey in the industry. They're very passionate about his growth, and they're very professional and attentive to our needs.
And I truly believe in the projects I've worked on, like For the Boys and The Walk.
We love working with Wallflower Pictures.
Hey, check out our YouTube page, Never Miss a Game. Click on our YouTube page and subscribe, and you can get every game over and over again. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Right back here, and it is going to be barely in, but nonetheless a point for Kenzie Myers.
Did you see how high Coven got up in the air?
Yes.
Myers on the kill.
Just like Coach said, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Indiana SRN, where you will always be able to relive and kind of go back and watch any games you want. Kind of like Jonathan Mathis said in a previous volleyball broadcast, you can't see future games because that is impossible. But you can see all of the past games and current.
The one thing I like about the replay is these girls tonight at 11 o'clock at night, when they're supposed to be in bed, will be watching the game.
Exactly. We've got a serve from Ritter. Nice return there from Phillips. And see, Ritter is just, they're getting the ball over the net, but they're not really setting up like Heritage Christian is. Like, here's a set, another, and they're responding to the best of their ability. And Shable just, she reacted, and it was such a hard swing that it just went out. What power.
Well, you get to a point where you want to get it over the net so you can bring the ball, keep the ball alive.
And it's going to be an ace, first ace of the game, and that is going to come from Lily Snyder.
You know, she's got her athletic ability from her mom. Her dad has no athletic ability. Her mom was terrific as an athlete.
Here we go. Snyder again. It's going to be a set from Prestoff, and it's going to be blocked right back in Kelly Wagner's face. She gave it everything she could. And that's going to be another point, 20-8.
Now you're limited of mistakes if you're a Ritter. You got to be very cautious.
Yep, absolutely. Only 5 more points, and this first set belongs to the Eagles. Libero number 6, Lauren Beeman. And that's going to hit the front of the net. And as you said, there you go again, a point. And you know, it goes without saying, it is high school, but if you're handing the points to a team that's on that level on a silver platter, it makes it a lot. They're probably more relaxed, you know, kind of like that sort of feeling. It's going to be another serve from Snyder. Wagner. Nice serve receive, and that's going to be.
Oh, that's a great dig by Lowry.
Yes, it was. Nice pass. Woo! And a response from Raven Colvin.
How about the pass by Lily Snyder on on the ground.
Lily Snyder falling she was almost parallel to the
She gets
floor.
it from her mom. She gets it from her mom, I'm telling you.
Definitely the highlight of this game thus far. What a play from Lily Snyder, setting up Raven Colvin now with the serve. Return. Prestoff sets up Wagner. That's going to be
the middle
Phillips.
hit.
And it's going to be off the side, and there it is. So many ways to attack you Heritage Christian has. That time it's Kenzie Myers.
If you could listen very closely, we have a floor mic on the floor. You can hear them communicating where they're going to go.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that I know the game as well. I just listen, and it's very interesting. They know 3 steps ahead of where they're going to go.
And that time it was an attempt from Emma Hunt, but it gets blocked right back in Cardinal Ritter's face. They are doing what they can just to try to stop the leaking here. It is 24-8, and this is set point for the Eagles. Here we go. Beeman. And that's going to go to the Eagles. They're going to win this first one. Amaya Lowry coming off the bench and providing that last point. Set 1, Eagles 25-8. And we are going to take a break. We will be back here. You are watching Eagle TV powered by Indiana SRN.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.indianasrn.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Life Centers offers love and compassion to all women and men who come through our 8 centers. The goal of this love and compassion is that we would not only save babies from abortion, but also transform lives and create families. The forms of this love and compassion are our services. All of our services are offered free of charge to our clients. To learn more about Life Centers, contact us at lifecenters.com or call us at 317-280-2635. Life Centers. We choose compassion.
Miss a game, YouTube right here on Indiana SRN. Hit the subscribe button. Watch football, basketball, even golf.
Yes.
On Indiana SRN.
Yes. And if I'm not mistaken, lacrosse.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your...
So when we come back, we're just going to jump into replays?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
back. Just go to www.indianasrn.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Life Centers offers love and compassion to all women and men who come through our 8 centers. The goal of this love and compassion is that we would not only save babies from abortion, but also transform lives and create families. The forms of this love and compassion are our services. All of our services are offered free of charge to our clients. To learn more about Life Centers, contact us at lifecenters.com or call us at 317-280-2635. Life Centers. We choose compassion.
We are back here. Heritage Christian, Cardinal Ritter. Heritage Christian dominated the first set, coach 25-8. I think we have some highlights here we're going to look over from the first set. What a dominating performance here.
Here's the first kill of Coven of the night. Just dominating the floor. Put the ball in the middle of the floor. Here's a couple more right here.
Wow.
I mean, I do believe she had 5 kills.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
9 kills.
9 kills.
In game one. Our statistician over here.
Thank goodness that we have a statistician, because, I was wrong. There's another one of those right there, right in the corner.
Our statistician was probably the best scorekeeper I ever had. And she knew how to calm me down. For some odd reason, I got excited when I coached. I never understood why I got so excited.
We are here for the second set. Can Cardinal Ritter respond?
Well, if you're Ritter, what you do now is you understand what happened on game number 1, and you just improve on it. Even if you don't win, you improve on where you were.
That's right.
So, for example, you lost 25-8. Now you try to get 9, 10, 11,
Yep.
maybe even get a lead and see how that looks.
How you handle it,
Exactly.
Nice. My eyes deceived me. That was a point for Heritage Christian. Raven Colvin, that's going to be kill number 10. What a start to this game for that young woman. She is tearing it up. There's a serve. Libero over the net. And here we go. Oh, no, it's not Colvin this time. It's Myers, but it's going to be received. Bumped over the net. There's the set. Wow, what a performance there on that play from Amaya Lowry off the right side, Keith. Boy.
You just don't.
You don't know where they're going to hit you from.
Yeah, and the experience that they have is just incredible.
They're just having a blast out there. 2-0. Starting the game. There's a pass, and it is Colvin again, and nobody's even in the vicinity, getting the left corner in the back there.
What we talked a lot when we coached is you wanted to get it as far back as you can, and you want to go to the back door, meaning the back bar corner, and you want to force them to bring that back up, and then you do the opposite side because you've already worked that one, and then you go small. So Heritage Christian is exactly what Coach wants them to do right now.
Well, they're doing it left and right, and it's going to be – looks like that's going to be a point for Ritter. 2 hits. Heritage Christian looks a little bit
and I don't see
confused.
I don't know who second hit the ball.
That is why the officials are down there. But nonetheless, Ritter gets on the board. Libero Beeman with the serve. Pass. And it's hit literally so hard that Morgan Schabel just tried to bump it.
That is
and it went into the ceiling and never came back.
Actually, Paul from heaven has grabbed that ball and got a souvenir.
There you go.
You tell me Jesus isn't watching volleyball?
What a display of power on that swing, and that's just going to be a bad error from Heritage Christian. They're going to give that one pretty simply, just give it to Cardinal Ritter, put him within 1.
You see how both of them are talking to each other like, hey, that was my ball.
Yep, absolutely. That's the competitiveness that you see here from the Lady Eagles, and that's just not going to get over the net. And here we go,
this?
3-3.
This
exactly
is
what we spoke about.
What you want.
Yep.
Actually, the ball is stuck in one of the soundboards. I hope it doesn't come down.
Well, now we're going to see, can Cardinal Ritter take the lead? There's a serve. It's going to be passed, and it's going to be blocked back, and they're not going to be able to get it. Ritter couldn't get it, and now they're going to be down in a deficit again, but only 1. They've actually played very well to start out.
I'm impressed.
The set here.
Yeah, I'm impressed. They don't have that quit. They don't have that. They have that drive that they want to play very, very well.
There's a set. Nice pass. Phillips is going to go for the kill. Doesn't get it. Ball received, and a little bit of confusion. It was returned back into play by Hunt, but nobody was there.
The other thing we need to talk about here, Drake, is this is a City Alliance game, meaning your seeding of the city tournament that's coming up in October is set up here. As he calls an overhit.
Well, it looks like so far, Heritage Christian has come out in this second set a little bit different, a little bit maybe kind of relaxed, a little too relaxed. It's going to be Hunt. There's the set from Snyder, and not really any power needed from Phillips. There's Wagner again. Nice pass. That was a nice pass from Snyder. It was all for naught, but nice hustle. Boy, Snyder has literally been all over the court, everywhere.
Lowry get called for the net violation.
Hunt with the overhand. Hickey. And there we go again, the return. She wasn't gone for long, but the return of Raven Colvin. That's going to give her 11 kills on the day. And we're not even through the second set yet. And now she's going to try to remedy the last time she served, prevent that error. Raven Colvin. It's going to be nice tip over the top, and that's going to be returned. Camille. And that's going to be Heritage Christian's point. They're going to take a it looks like an 8-7 lead, 7-5 lead. And if you're Cardinal Ritter right now, you're only down 2. If you're the coach, what would be your strategy?
Continue to play. Continue to play. Put the ball in. Keep the ball alive. Keep the ball in play.
Or, you could get momentum from an unforced error. Colvin's going to go ahead and take a breather. Boy, she has had one heck of a game, and she deserves to take a break. Coming into the game now for her is number 9, senior 6'1" middle blocker Abby Menon. Boy, the Raptors have not served the volleyball games well today. Not tall enough. Nice receive, and little bit of confusion there. Number 9, Riley Heim.
You play in a setting like this, and then you go to Worthing or Ritter up in Ball State where their towers.
Yeah, you can't even touch the get it as hard as you can. This is going to be Lowry. Overhand, nice serve. And that's going to be Heritage Christian's point. A little bit of disarray from Ritter.
We'll give her an ace on that one. How about that?
Absolutely. Nice serve from Amaya Lowry, junior, outside hitter. And this time she can't get it over the net. A little bit too much focus on power. She's going to come out of the game for number 10, senior Paige Hickey. And now we have a couple substitutions. Kendall and Paige now both in the game. Nice pass. And it's going to be Phillips, and Phillips is going to use so much power back over the net from Odier. And that's going to be Cardinal Ritter point. And, Coach, they are only within 1, and they are staying every step of the way with the Eagles.
Yeah, they have. They have played very, very well. They've regrouped. Maybe shell-shock game 1 a little bit and say, hey, we can play with these guys. Let's just play.
They have as many points just now as they did in the entire first set. Now it's a little bit too much power there from number 9, Riley Heim, but they're only within 2. 10-8, Heritage Christian. Now going to turn it to Maggie Ledbetter.
Myers just checking into the front row as well.
Boy, you can't say enough about Kenzie Myers and Lily Snyder. Those two have been all over the floor. And a little bit of miscalculation on spacing from Paige Hickey. You won't see that very often from the senior. But, everyone's human. That's a little bit of a bad error. 9-10, still Heritage Christian. Ritter's still looking for that first lead in the game, and that would be a heck of a momentum boost if they could take the lead on the state champs.
Now, this is my pet peeve. The referee saw the substitution and then called her back to go back into the box. I don't understand. If you saw the substitution, play the game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Number 8, Lily Snyder, just simply getting the ball over the net, not with really any power, and got the point. 11-9. Eagles. Nice serve from Gracie Ledbetter. That's going to be return there, and there we go again. Kenzie Myers. Hickey. Wow. Looks like a fake out there, and then it started with Colvin just faking to hit, like to spike it, tipping it over, and ended up getting to Myers.
Soft crush.
Yes, that really got everybody sucked in.
Yeah, because you were ready for another soft hit, and then all of a sudden, bam.
Yeah. Gracie Ledbetter, nice serve again. Set from Prestoff, and Hunt can't get it. And there we go again. Colvin's going to use all the power she can, but a little too much to the left. Rare error from her. Nonetheless, Eagles still with a 12-10 lead. We're going to get a serve here from Morgan Schabel, one of the top 2 players on the team as far as kills are concerned, and it is going to be off of Ritter, and now we're starting to see Heritage Christian build that lead a little bit. This is the most that they've had in a while.
This is where you want to make separation. If you can, you don't even want to give them the ball back, but you just want some big-time separation here.
We're going to see what they can do off a nice serve from Lily Snyder. Set up. Wagner can't get it. There we go again, and it's going to be returned by Raven Colvin. Beautiful swing there from Amaya Lowry. And again, great defense from Cardinal Ritter here on this volley, and it's going to go to Cardinal Ritter. That was great defense.
That's great defense and great play. And again, the heavy hitters just can't finish real quick. And Ritter's got, if you're Ritter, you're going, hey, we can handle this.
Absolutely. And Kenzie Myers gave it everything she had. Pass, Colvin. And Colvin answers right back the way that she knows how, and that is with a kill.
This is the same team, though. Ritter, though the game was 3-0 against Roncalli, forced Roncalli to play this same way.
The score definitely in that game doesn't justify how hard Roncalli had to work to get that victory. Kendall Hickey with the serve. It's going to be Wagner. And Wagner's going to get a little too much elbow under this one, and that's going to give an easy point to Heritage Christian. And if you're Wagner, though, you lead the team in kills, you got to let it fire as much as you possibly can. Another serve from Hickey. Wagner with the receive. Press off, and Hunt almost gets it. Another good receive. Ritter showing a lot of defensive prowess here, but it just cannot get over the net. That would be my problem, Keith. I probably wouldn't be able to get it over the net.
Well, at 5'7", you would have to get off your block.
Starting serve from Hickey. Returned by Schabel. It's going to be Hunt on the other side on the left. Lowry hasn't necessarily had the volume of kills that Colvin's had, but whenever she's had her number called, she's responded. And we are going to take a break. You're watching Eagle TV, powered by Indiana SRN.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.indianasrn.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Life comes at you fast, so it's important to have some help along the way.
My favorite patient. My favorite patient.
When the dust settles, it doesn't always end as anticipated. Embrace the journey and care for the ones around you.
My favorite patient.
For everything else and every stage in between,
my favorite patient.
Methodist Sports Medicine is here for you.
Never miss an upcoming game. You should subscribe to our channel on YouTube.
Can't make it to the
fast and live coverage of volleyball, football, golf, all sorts of fall sports you can imagine. That's Indiana SRN on YouTube. Subscribe now to see awesome stuff in the state of Indiana. Wagner. Phillips with a nice pass, and then, of course, Raven Colvin just coming in and dominating as usual.
Tomorrow night, high school football on Indiana SRN. 8 big games on the network, 4 on the web, 4 on radio. And then we travel to Twin Lakes on Saturday night with 2 football games for you right here on the network of families, Indiana SRN.
Pressed off over to Hunt. Hunt has not had the game she wants on that outside hitting position. Wagner, and it's just going to be press off, getting it over the net. And Colvin, it seems like when the first hit, like when the actual swing is received, before the second setup even happens, she's already in the air, and she times it perfectly every time.
They know 2 steps ahead. You're exactly right.
That is scary. Press off again, and it's going to be Wagner with a tip over the top. This time it's Phillips. Did she get it? She got it.
Got it on the line. Good call by the line judge. Paid attention. Sometimes those line judges don't pay too much attention. I know Ben Wood used to line judge back home, and he would miss it, but until his girlfriend was in, and all her hits were in.
We like to give each other a hard time here. Going to be received there by Phillips. And here we go again, Lowry. Boy, every time Maya Lowry has had her number called, she has delivered, and you got to feel good if you're Kyla Thomas, because if for some reason your top player Raven Colvin has a bad game, I mean,
you've got a lot of other people that you can call on.
Little perspiration on the floor. I think they had hockey last night, so the water from the hockey game is coming up on the floor.
That's right. It's never good to have a hockey game, and
then have a volleyball game the next night.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's just bad decision making. Another serve here. Wagner tries to get that kill, and it's just going to go over the net, and that's a nice response from Cardinal Ritter's number 9, Riley Heim, Jr. And we were talking about it. It was like 10-8, and since then you've seen an 11-4 run, and that is what's really put Heritage Christian in position to win the second set. Phillips answers the call but cannot get the kill. Odier tried to set up Shable, but it just got stuffed right back into her. It's just like, runaway layup in basketball, and you just get the rock shoved right back in your face. Great defense on display. Now we got another substitution, number 13, Abby Himes, senior defensive specialist.
Yeah, Abby has played very well. This whole team has played well. I mean, you're 10-0. You got to get better every day to get where you want to be, but they have played exceptionally.
Well, and they have fantastic role players. It's players that know that they need to set up the stronger strikers, and they do it well. Wagner just tried to punch it over the net, a little bit of a lull in the game, and then the point was awarded to Heritage. Did you see what?
Net violation on number 12.
Gotcha. We're going to get the serve from Abby Himes. Coach just mentioned has played fantastic volleyball since coming to Heritage Christian. A nice pass, and she keeps it alive. What a play from Himes. She saved that one. But unfortunately, not Himes, but Heim on the other team, number 9, gets the kill. Good response there from Ritter, and now we've seen 13 points rather than 8. So like you said, Coach, they have improved from that first set.
You feel pretty good about yourself right here. You really would like to win a game.
Absolutely. Wagner, one of the top scorers on the team. Lowry gets it barely over the net. A little bit of miscalculation on that set, or that pass, if you will, and it just didn't go well.
I have counted 9 times that ball has hit the ceiling already this evening.
Architect needs to answer to the volleyball program why the ceiling isn't a little bit higher up. Paige Hickey can't get it over the net. A little bit of an error there.
Jimmy Cook tells you all the time, if you've gone to a Catholic school, they're all designed the same way. They had the same architect. The gym is the same set where the stage is, where the internet connection is, where the men's bathroom is. They're all connected. I love it.
We have set point here for Heritage Christian. Can they make it happen? Shable, and and you got Heim and Shable both communication error. Can't decide who's going to try to get the kill. And that's going to be another set, 2-0 now for Heritage Christian. They're going to take this one 25-14, and we are going to go ahead and take a break. You're watching Eagle TV, powered by Indiana SRN. We'll return.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the Indiana SRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Parents, do you like free food? Hike it on over to Prodigy Burger and Bar, where Monday is family night and kids eat free. Every day you can find daily specials featuring craft burgers, tacos, wings, and more. Prodigy is now playing the NFL Sunday Ticket on more than 25 TVs, so you won't miss a second of your favorite teams. Prodigy also caters, hosts private events, as well as dine and donates. Celebrate your school spirit with us at Prodigy Burger and Bar. More than just burgers, located in Clay Terrace in Carmel.
Never miss an upcoming game. Subscribe to Indiana SRN on YouTube, where you can catch all of the football, volleyball, soccer, what else? Golf,
lacrosse,
everything. Subscribe to Indiana SRN. We've actually got a couple of highlights here that myself and the coach want to look over here. It's been all Heritage Christian, but we saw a little bit of Ritter return there to form.
They just know where the ball is going to be. I mean, look at this ball. Kept the ball alive. Ritter did a nice job keeping that ball away. But you see the scores there, 25-8, 25-14. Here's another big hit.
And you can't even react to some of those. They're just so fast.
No, I tell you what, and these are great shots. Our camera guy, the rookie is in town tonight. Telion's doing a great job. I think this is his second volleyball game he's done. He's done a lot of football games. He went down to the concession stand tonight. I was just so impressed. He bought Mrs. Myers a Sprite. Wasn't that nice of him?
That is cordial at its best.
Of course, it was my money that he bought it for, but what a nice guy.
The fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, she had a Sprite.
I understand.
She got to get that Sprite.
I got you. Hey, if you would like to get a hold of us, you can also tweet us at Indiana SRN. Tell us what you think. Even if you hate us, tell us, because we want to improve what we do.
Yeah.
And we love to put kids on web TV and on the internet radio. If you would like to help do that, send us an email at coach@IndianaSRN. You'll be glad you did. And we'll tell you how great of an investment it is for you to check that out, because these ladies, I mean, they're being watched across the world.
Absolutely.
We got people in Arizona. We got people in Detroit. We got everywhere in the world is watching these ladies, and now know about Cardinal Ritter on the west side of Indianapolis at Heritage Christian in the City Alliance. It's what a blessing, and God has given us that, and I thank Him every day for the blessing. Sometimes we don't do what we're supposed to do, but God consistently does what He's supposed to do, and that blesses His people.
And that's the good thing to rely on, is that if you're not, if you have a bad day, you can always know that God's got it under control.
He's never had a bad day.
That's right. Not a single bad day in his life.
Amen. Preach it, brother.
We have number 6 here, Gracie Ledbetter, looking to close this game out 2-0, and the first point is easily going to go to Heritage Christian.
Now, if people are at home again, she hit the ball. Yeah, that's just a tough call.
Really is, especially if you're down there. Ledbetter again. It's going to be returned by Hunt.
Here you go.
Shable. Now we're going to have
Wow. Oh, the rotation in that ball was just –
it was beautiful.
It's like a curveball. You throw the curveball, now you throw the knuckleball. How do you get ready for those?
Kenzie Myers right there, faked him out, looking like she was going to strike hard, and just tipped it right over on a curve. It was a ridiculous play and just a little bit off. And, boy, Emma Hunt definitely wasn't pleased with herself there. She just thought she was returning just receiving the serve, and now you're down 3-0. Heritage Christian looking to sweep Cardinal Ritter 3-0 as far as sets go, and that's going to give Ritter their first point. You got to make a mistake at some point, right?
No.
Ritter now looking to try to get back into this set, down 3-1, and they're going to do it right there, 3-2. We've seen in the last set and this one, to start off, Ritter is right there with Heritage Christian. It seems like when you get through about 50%, that's where you see Heritage Christian take over.
That's the experience that Heritage Christian has.
To not get too worked up if you're down. Another dominating kill there from Raven Colvin, who is showing that she is not planning on stopping anytime soon until this game is over.
As you can tell, the front line, see them communicating back and forth,
very
telling
close.
you where to go.
It's almost a family-like team you got down there. Wagner can't do it. Saved by Snyder. And that time, Amaya Lowry, before coach, was showing that she could put the ball down with authority, and this time just gingerly gets that kill.
First time I'm going to say it, it was a nice little campfire. Right there, right in the middle of them.
Indeed it was. Serve Lily Snyder. There's press off, and it's Hunt that's going to try to get the points here, and it is another Raven Colvin kill.
And real quick, we have to say this. In the JV game, and Wes Snyder, I'm saying this for you in Arizona, 3 pancakes tonight was unbelievable by Ritter. Just great play. We saw great play on the JV game.
It was definitely a good game.
They called that in.
Wow.
The line judge didn't call it. The head referee called it.
That's an interesting call, but nonetheless, we're going to move on here.
Bionic eyes.
Yeah. Snyder. Good serve here. It's going to be returned by Beeman. And it wasn't a good set there from Alexis Presshoff. And you can kind of start to see the frustration a little bit with Schabel and Wagner, the two top scorers for Ritter. They're not getting it done.
Coach Triplett's still coaching, though. That's the one thing
Absolutely.
you love about that. Don't give your kids any, keep your kids in the game. See, there you go.
And that time, we saw a revival from Kelsey Wagner. Beautiful kill.
Heritage Christian will go up north and play in the Harrison Invitational this weekend.
Heritage Christian is about as well equipped for that tournament as any team in the state. We were talking about Kelsey Wagner leading the team in kills, 104 before the start of this game. Serve from Ritter, down 8-4. And there we go again. And Ritter kept it alive. It bounces off of Kelsey Wagner, but there again we saw Maya Lowry contributing. Number 7, Kendall Hickey, coming in for Kenzie Myers, and we've said her name a lot, Coach. She has been all over the floor nonstop, saving so many swings. Presshoff gets Wagner set up. It gets blocked, but Wagner returns it, and then, of course, it gets put in the hands of the absolutely devastating Raven Colvin.
I have her unofficially for 13 kills tonight.
That is absolutely mind-boggling, considering that we are only 10 points, or Heritage Christian is only 10 points into the third set. Serve from Hickey, return Wagner, Presshoff, Hunt, and they can't get it. That wall of defense, the steel curtain, if you will. Heritage Christian is absolutely dominating that net, Coach.
Have a timeout. We'll keep it right here for you. Don't forget high school football for you right here on Indiana SRN tomorrow night, as we have a slew of games for you on the Indiana Network, as we hope that you come and join us for all of our games. Let me run them down for you real quick to you. It's going to be unbelievable.
There's one in particular you should listen to.
Yes, the Washington Covenant Christian game. Yeah, that's right. And then you got the Eagles of Heritage Christian taking on Eastern Hancock. Babuff is taking on Guerin Catholic. And the game that Drake is doing, the Christmas Attic Tigers taking on the Manual Redskins. And Beech Grove is taking on Cecina. Just a few games that we have on the network. And then Saturday, Twin Lakes, we go up to Twin Lakes as Tinley takes on Twin Lakes, and Frontier takes on Clinton Central. All those games on the family of networks, Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Now we are going to get started here, 11-4. Can Ritter respond here and avoid a sweep? Nice setup there, but unfortunately it was set up by Alexis Presshoff. But Kelsey Wagner just couldn't get it done. Kelsey Wagner averages 3 kills per set. Morgan Schlabel second on the team with 1.4.
Well, the first time seeing varsity action. Emma Pettit.
Emma Pettit, senior. She is in, looking to make an impact. Hunt. And it's just going to get knocked right back, but looks like a net violation is going to go against Ritter.
You know what's kind of cool is Emmett comes on the floor, and all the girls stand up and cheered for her to come in the game.
That's awesome.
That's team.
It's a wonderful team presence, and that just shows, Coach, the coaching. I mean, the coaching definitely has taught that. Got a little bit of a dispute here between Kyla Thomas and the official.
Official wanted to know who was the acting captain because the captain left the floor, and Elizabeth Phillips will take that honor.
Kendall Hickey can't get it over the net. The sophomore has been superb, and just this once she airs it out.
So what do you think so far about the momentum switches? When Ritter made that run, Heritage seemed to be just fired up a little bit, and here they're on another run here.
Well, the thing that, as we see there, and there you go. See, and there we go again with the Maya Lowry. The thing is, Heritage Christian, when they were close, when the game was close, when it was down, a lot of teams, they try to take over, they try to destroy, they try to act, and they just relaxed. They composed themselves, and when they found that momentum, they let it come to them, and it's been the second half of every set is all Heritage Christian. We got number 13 here, Abby Himes, and she's not going to be able to get it over the net. One of the few errors that Heritage Christian has had. It's going to be a point for Ritter, and they're going to look to try to close this 8-point deficit. Only 11 more, and Heritage Christian will take this a 3-0 game. And they've had multiple, Coach. They've had a lot of shutouts. Looking to get another one here. Nice return there. Gracie Ledbetter has been kind of the unsung hero, being libero. You're kind of, you're disciplined to the back half of the court, but she has been a heck of a player today. It's kind of like offensive line in football. You don't really get a lot of the fame. Return there, Wagner. It's going to be set up, and Schabel almost was able to get that one, and unfortunately for Ritter, boy, Heritage Christian, even with their secondary unit in, they are still putting the pressure on the starters for Cardinal Ritter.
While we have this time, we want to thank Jim Martin and Dave Scott, the athletic directors of Cardinal Ritter, for their hospitality tonight. We also want to thank Mike Horseman and, of course, Coach K, all her pregame stuff that she does for us every night. We appreciate that, and we appreciate you, the viewer, watching tonight as well.
We just saw Maggie Ledbetter get an ace. Bad communication from Ritter. There we go. Nice return from Odier. And it's going to be all Heritage Christian again, and they are running away with this one, trying to snuff out any hope. And we are going to get a break here. We will return. You are watching Eagle. You're watching Eagle TV, powered by Indiana SRN.
There's no greater anti-poverty measure than to give a person a job. That helps them start to change that trajectory.
Morales Group is a full-service staffing company that provides temporary labor in the Indianapolis, Central Indiana market.
It was a challenge that was given by my father. He wanted me to give back much more than I had been. Then I realized that when he said more, he wanted me to see how I could give more. And it wasn't just in money, but in time and in services. And that's how the Morales Group was created.
I started off at Morales Group as an intern. I interned for 3 years before going on full-time staff here. What I love most about Morales Group is that big family aspect. I come from a big family in Mexico, and since the company is continuously growing, I feel like there's always a new member of the family that I get to know.
We're willing to give. We're willing to serve others, and we're not expecting something in return.
Come talk to us. We would love to work with you.
We are back. Heritage Christian up now 19-6. And, it is just, if you're Cardinal Ritter, this could probably be one of the best pieces of game tape that you could have is against this team, correct?
I would only watch this one more time if I was coaching. In all seriousness, yes, they have played well at times, but you don't want to elaborate on losses. You want to work on wins.
And this time it's going to be, oh no, it goes to Heritage Christian. Cardinal Ritter really thought that was theirs. And now it sits, getting some.
Wow. That ball hit the antenna. See, this isn't NCAA where you get the luxury of. Yeah, but I mean, the line judge might have missed it, but that ball did hit the antenna, and now they're conversing. This is where you play the Jeopardy theme song, so I'll do that for you. Either way they do this, they may call a replay here because the line judge is now saying he probably did not see it. And they're going to
give it to Ritter.
And now, the coach gets that point.
Just flip it over. Yeah, just flip over the decision.
I like that. I love how she fought for her team.
That's awesome.
Good job, Coach.
Giving Coach Katie Triplett a lot of credit there, refusing to give up. This game is not over for anybody. Odier. And that was just an absolutely gorgeous play from Heritage Christian now at 20. They are only 5 points away from sweeping Cardinal Ritter Raiders, and we're going to get some substitutions here. Out of the game goes Elizabeth Phillips. She has had a fantastic performance, and in comes the defensive specialist, Paige Hickey, senior. She's going to get us underway for point 28 here. Barely gets over the net, but nonetheless it does. Odier setting up Schabel, and Schabel's going to get too much elbow in this one, a little too much power.
Now you're sitting on the bench going, push 4, start the bus driver, push 4.
trying to get a head start on the trap back. Hickey with a nice serve. It's returned. Camille with a nice return there, and that's going to stay in.
Line judge with authority on that one.
Now returning to the game has been one of the busiest players for the Raiders, and that is Emma Hunt Jr. Been very busy. Oh, and they tried to set something up there.
That's the old fake. I'm going to fake slam it, and my back row player is going to tap it over the net, and it didn't work.
Yeah, Maggie Ledbetter and Abby Menon just miscommunicated a little bit there.
Gosh.
Oh. That's going to go to Heritage Christian. That struggle ended up. And what was that? What was that again?
Called a joust. When both of them gets the ball at the same time. The one thing I love about that, before a long time ago, they would find a net violation somehow on a player. This time they let that play. It's awesome. It's a great play.
It makes you wonder how they could call a net violation if just both players touch the ball at the same time. Getting it over the net. Hunt, did she get it? And no, it was just a little bit over the corner. A nice attempt.
In my coaching day, Drake, I thought referees made everything up.
Just flying by the seat of their pants, you know.
And then I started officiating and realized how hard of a job it is.
Shable falling back, does get it over the net.
Look at that set. Oh.
And it's a double hit there.
Raven has to move out of the way that time.
Yep, just a little bit too involved. Raven Colvin is used to being involved with every possession, and that time forces the error. But nonetheless, 23-10. Shable with the serve.
Oh.
Phillips and Colvin stopped in midair, wanting to do something with it, and the thought was there, but the action wasn't.
I think the set might have been just a tad off, but, she tried her best.
She's had a great game. No frowning on that end, and what a play. Just as she gets 2 errors, all smiles, Raven Colvin putting this game on the eve of one more point, and they can sweep it.
Yeah, but I tell you what, she just got barely that ball.
She's had a fantastic game. We got Emma Pettit now. Senior. Can't get it over the net. That is going to keep this game alive. Ritter would need a miracle, but nonetheless, they are still in it. Serve from Beeman. And nobody was there, and that is going to seal it. Or does it? Number 6, Lauren Beeman was looking for her support.
No, it seriously went on the other side of the antenna, so it has to be out.
And they're going to award the point to Cardinal Ritter. So that's why they let it sit, and now it's going to be still in the game here. Lauren Bierman, senior libero, with the serve. Phillips, and it's a setup, and could it be it? And that is, no, it's still alive. But it's going to, nope, they're going to give the point to Heritage Christian, and here we are, the state champions with another impressive victory. We are going to go ahead and keep it rolling here.
The score is 25-8, 25-14, 25-13. Heritage Christian. Heritage Christian now goes 11-0, Drake, and Cardinal Ritter goes to 4-7. Don't forget high school football all day tomorrow. Check us out. Pre-games at 6:45, 7 o'clock starts. Check out for your favorite team. Check out Indiana SRN. Thanks to Ben Wood and Telly Johnson doing a nice job. We thank you, Drake. Good job for your first volleyball game of the career.
It was awesome. It's just good. It's the first site that I've been to this year, and hope to have many more.
We thank you very much for joining us. Until next time, goodbye, everybody.